The loss of the flesh. A man does not have the ability to escape the allotment of the gift that comes from the world, except he understands that he is in this world, but is not of this world. All of us are born, may be born in this world, but we are not of this world. And because we are not of this world, we must be conscious enough not to carry and accept the things of this world. But there are many people that can live their life until they die, living perpetually, daily, obeying the things of the world and carrying the garbages of the allotment of the things of the world. So one of those things that a believer must resist consciously, number one, the Bible said, is the loss of the flesh. An average believer, one of his greatest challenges is the power of lust. How he doesn't have the ability to say no to his flesh. He doesn't have the ability to resist the temptations that comes in his flesh. And this thing may look very hard, but the Bible calls it part of what the world gives. And the reason why this thing become a challenge is because the love of the Father is not in the heart of that person. The solution to anything that the world can give is the love of the Father. Because we are in this world, but we are not of the world. We are from above. We come from our Father in heaven. And if we come from our Father beyond what the world can give, there is something that God can give to everyone. What do you think are the things that God can give to a man? One is the love of the Father. God so loved the world. John 3:16, the Bible said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That means part of the thing that God gives, apart from his Son, is that he gave us his love. But it's possible for a man to live and never have an understanding of the realization of what the Father can give, and only live subscribing to what the world can give. So a man can live his life and feel the loss he has in his flesh is just but a weakness, and he will live like that, do anything he wants to do. He doesn't know that it's part of the attack of the kingdom of darkness. Love not the world, neither the things of the world. If anyone love the world, it's because the love of the Father is not in him. Another thing we saw here that the world can give is what we refer to as the loss of the eye. The loss of the eye. Beyond the tendencies in your infirmities in your souls, beyond the things you feel, the things you see, I'll say challenge. The loss of the flesh is influenced and controlled by the power of your emotions. How the devil manipulates your emotions, how you think, how you are able to reason. But apart from that, there is what is referred to as the loss of the eye. The things you see has the ability to corrupt the genuinity of the love of God in your heart. How many of us went to Lagos one time, we came back, we backslide? How many of us just went to somewhere, you just saw something, that thing which you see, it is tormenting you till today? The last time you went and watched pornography is what is called the loss of the eye. The last time you see something and you carry it, you stole it, is what is called the loss of the eye. That you see something that does not belong to you, you carry, is the loss of the eye. Anyone that must survive it must live like a blind man. A blind man cannot be tempted by what he can see. It's not possible. Why? Because he's blind to it. We are in the world, but we are not of the world. If you feel you are of the world, the loss of the flesh can be your challenge. The loss of the eye can be your challenge. How many of us have seen because of the things we see? That is why I've always said, any serious believer must come to a point where he guards the things he sees. There are things I don't see. No matter how you try to make me see them, I will not see them. Why? Because the things you see will determine how you will think. The things you see will even determine how you feel. The things you see will even determine how you act in life. And the Bible refers to all of these things as the things that the world gives. That means if the world wants to destroy a person's life, they open the person to certain things the person should see that is not supposed to see. The last time you fell into that temptation is because you have seen something. Even the devil, when he came to begin to tempt Jesus, he took him and began to show him the beauty of this world. The beauty. Say, just bow to me and I will give it to you. If you don't see, there is no need. You cannot be tempted by what you cannot see. And the Bible says all of these things are what the world can give. And he went further to speak about the pride of life. The pride of life. These are part of the things that have the ability to take away the love of God from the heart of man. The pride of life. How a man can become so proud and arrogant just because of the little thing that God has given unto him. The Bible says God resists the proud but give grace to the humble. There is no man today that will ever love God genuinely until he walks in humility. No matter how big you are, if it comes to the order of God, you cannot remain proudful and have God to salute you. Everybody can clap for you, but when God looks at you, he rebukes you. It's only God that does not have time for the regard, for the applause of men, because the pride of life is a tendency that makes men lose the love for God. You see a man, very humble, very simple. In fact, a man can be in church, he's a cleaner or he's an usher. The day God begin to bless him, now God give you a house, God give you a car. You now feel that car, you are too big to be able to clean church. You are too big to even the pride of life. Pride, it has the ability to take away the genuinity of the love of God. But that kind of a person did not understand that he is in the world, but he's not of the world. Because when the world begin to give you certain level of allotment, a time comes when you look upon God and feel, Kai, you are too big for God. There is nothing you have that God has not given to you. In the day that my car mean more than God, I am falling. In the day your house mean more than God, you are falling. You have become proud and arrogant. The very day Lucifer was in heaven, he was decorated. In fact, the Bible referred to him as the anointed cherub that covered it. His problem was that God decided to anoint him. Every other angel was not really referred to as anointed angel. I know they are anointed, but Lucifer was an anointed angel, an anointed cherub. And because he was too anointed, he was looking too good, God got beauty from him. One day, pride. He wake up one day and say, Kai, this God myself, I want to become like you. I want to the pride of life. That's why sometimes God will always humble people. Why? Because in the day God lifts you and you are not willing to be able to bow down to him again, that day you are no longer loving him again.